Hello everyone. Today's story name is The Whispering Tree. In a quiet valley where no roads reached and wind told stories to the hill, there stood a strange tree. It had no leaves, but its bark shimmered silver in the sun. The village called it is a whispering tree because if you pressed your ear to tick trunk, it told you something only your heart could understand. One day, a boy named Ren set out to find it. He had heard the stories how the tree could grant wisdom, courage, or even answers to impossible questions. But Ren did not want answers, he wanted power, the strongest power in the world. I want to be like a mountain, Ren said to himself as he walked. Unshakable, enormous, impossible to move. After 2 days of travel, Ren found the tree. He stood alone on a hill, quiet its silver bark glowing softly in the moonlight. He pressed his ear to it. The tree whispered one word, wait. Ren frowned, wait. That's it. The tree said nothing more. Frustrated, Ren returned home, but the world is handed him. So he came back to the next week. Again he asked, give me strength, make me powerful. Again the tree whispered, wait. This time, Rainy did not leave. He built a small shelter nearer to the tree and decided to stay until he understood its secret. Days passed, then weeks. Wren watched an animals come and go. He noticed how the stars are changing positions in the sky, how the moons are thinned and grow again. He began to listen not just to the tree, but to the wind, the rain, the silence between the birds' song. One morning, he saw a fox limp to the tree, injured and weak. Gently, Wren brought it food and water. Over time, the fox healed. It stayed by his side. Seasons are changed, snow fell, then spring is returned. Wren had grown not just a taller, but a quieter, kinder, stronger in all ways he couldn't explain. One evening, as a golden light painted the valley, he leaned his head against the tree. One more time, he whispered something new. You are ready? Rennie heard, trembled, not with pride, but with understanding. The power he had been seeing was not about being unshakable or feared. It was the strength to be still, to listen, to care, to grow with time. He looked out over the valley. He didn't change, but he had. Years later, people spoke of a wise man who lived by whispering a tree. They said he could hear the wind's secret, calm storm with his voice and heal sorrow with a word. But if you asked him how he got such a power, he would simply smile and say, I waited. So, moral of the story is true strength lies in patience and kindness, not in power or pride. Thank you.